on this edition of NCBA's Convention Today.
We'll talk with NCBA officer and Nebraska Cattleman Craig Uden and find out about convention and trade show events you won't want to miss.
And now, NCBA's Convention Today with your host, Kevin Oxner.
Hello and welcome to NCBA's Convention Today. I'm Kevin Oxner. All week we've been bringing you the latest industry news as well as making sure you have the most popular events marked on your calendar. Being a leader in the nation's oldest and largest cattle industry organization takes dedication, as Nebraska Cattleman Craig Uden has proven. He has served on both the federation and the policy sides of the organization. He's here with us now to share some insights on what it's like to be a volunteer leader. Craig, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
Tell folks just a little bit about the diversified operation you run back in Nebraska.
Well, I'm a partner in a cattle feeding operation in central Nebraska. We do a lot of commercial cattle feeding for a lot of ranchers. And also I've got a cow-calf operation. All those cattle that aren't destined to be replacements all go through the system. So we're a gate-to-plate mentality, and that's kind of how we've always viewed ourselves as cow-calf to the plate.
Outstanding. And from a feeder's perspective for just a moment, you've had a couple of pretty bumpy months. Talk to us from your perspective about what's happening in this market.
Well, you know, we went from all-time highs to a pretty significant drop. You know, $500 is pretty major. So I did tell my banker, I said, I'm bringing the good and the bad. So I didn't expect it in the same year, but we it creates opportunities. You know, markets are markets, and they're as we were short on supply, we started rebuilding that supply, and now there's more supply. So this volatility is there today, but it'll settle down, and we'll find our spot.
Hopefully soon, huh?
Yeah, hopefully soon.
You had an opportunity, as we mentioned in the introduction, to serve both on the policy side as well as the federation side. That's pretty unique. What insights did you gain from those experiences?
Well, years ago, I was always on the policy, and a friend of mine convinced me to look at running for the beef council. So I got on the beef council side, and next thing you knew, I was on the operating committee, and spent a number of years there and moved up the federation ladder, chair and vice chair, and moved over to the policy, which is fairly unique, but you know, I enjoy both spots. But as I look at it, again, I like the gate to plate, so I want to see the production side as well as the product side. So when I go out and speak to people, I can talk policy or I can talk federation. So that's an important tool in this role that I play today.
Be a valuable experience in the years ahead for sure. One last question. It takes a lot of time and commitment to do what you've done. Why are you so dedicated to this cause?
Well, as a young man, I had a lot of mentors. I had my father, who was involved in NCBA and the state association, and he always brought back a lot more than he gave. And consequently, as I moved on, and one of my partners was very involved in NCBA, and so it was just a natural. And consequently, I believe in the betterment of the industry, and if we're going to pass it on to the future generations, somebody's got to take the bull by the horn, so to speak, and move forward. And
just as well be you.
Might as well be me, I guess.
Absolutely.
So,
we're glad to have you. Thank you so much for what you do.
thank you.
The cattle industry needs a strong voice in our nation's capital, and that takes all of us working together. Stand with Craig and other members of NCBA by joining today. It's easy to sign up. Just visit our website, beefusa.org, or you can call 1-866-USA-BEEF. The trade show's in full swing, and it'll remain open until 5 p.m. on Friday, so there's still plenty of time to check out all the action. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Candace Weta has a look at one of the many exhibitors.
We're down here on the NCBA trade show floor, and one of the most popular booths every year is the Roper Stetson booth, where people can shop for all sorts of different Western apparel. Got Carrie Vastine here with me. Carrie, tell us, why do you come to the NCBA trade show and visit with cattlemen and women throughout the week?
Well, we started about 6 years ago with the NCBA at the trade show in Denver, and you guys had some available space, so we came down, being a local company in Denver, and I came and worked the show, which I don't always work the shows, but when I came down and I saw all of my core customers come through the NCBA show, I realized that, hey, these are the people that every day support Roper and Stetson and Tin Hall, and we couldn't wait to sign up and become an NCBA trade member at that point. And so we've come to every trade show ever since then, and every year we try to do something special for them, so that's why we come back.
Very good. I know that the booth has grown in size over the years, and you have a lot of amazing product here, lots of boots, clothing. Tell us a little bit more about the products that you have that people can come and buy here on site this week at the NCBA trade show.
Well, we listen and we learn, so every time the customers come back every year, they ask for a little bit of this or a little bit of that. A lot of kids stuff this year. A lot of families are coming through, or mom and dad or grandma and grandpa trying to get something for that newborn or infant at home, or so we have added a whole new kids section, and we've had denim for years. Denim's a little harder to handle, but people asked, so we brought denim. So we have a lot of styles of ladies and men's. The other thing we do for anyone that comes in, if we don't have your size, but we have it in our warehouse, we'll ship it to your house freight free, and you still get your discount that you get at the booth. So for all full-time NCBA members, you get half off everything in the booth. So tax is already included in the price, so we make the math very simple because I don't like to bring change. So it's just been a great experience for everybody that comes through.
So you guys heard Carrie, you can get, if you're an NCBA member, you can get 50% off of all of this Western apparel down here on the NCBA trade show. So come on down and do a little shopping. Kevin, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Candace. Coming up on this edition of Convention Today, we'll show you a cool way to check out the beauty of San Diego, plus all the convention events you don't want to miss. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every truck can tow a boat. Every truck can climb a hill. Every truck can haul a trailer. But not everyone can say they're the fastest growing truck brand in America. Guts, glory, Ram.
What does it mean to be an American cattleman? It means you have what it takes where it counts, on the inside. At Ritchie, we understand that. It's what's on the inside that defines us. We share the same values: ingenuity, commitment, sense of pride. These are the values that built this country. They're the values that built this company. Ritchie, proud to be a partner to the American cattlemen since 1921.
There are many great reasons to join NCBA, and that includes exclusive NCBA member discounts and benefits from some outstanding companies.
Hi, this is Kerry Bastine, President of Roper Apparel and Footwear, Stetson Apparel Boots, and Tin Hall. We are very proud sponsors of the NCBA, and for all new members signing up with the NCBA, you get 50% off your first purchase, and for all Go Forward members, you get 25% off 4 times a year. Go to urbanwesternwear.com, click on the NCBA specials, use your coupon code for your first 50% off, and come back to Urban Western Wear all year long and use your 25% coupons that you'll find in the National Cattlemen's newspaper.
Big discounts on boots, clothing, and Western apparel is just one of the many amazing deals you get as an NCBA member. Don't miss out. Join NCBA today and enjoy these exclusive member discounts. Find out more at beefusa.org.
Welcome back. With more than 300 exhibitors, the NCBA trade show has something for everybody in the cattle business. Candace Weta joins us now with a look at another fantastic company.
And one of the great things that we have to offer here at the NCBA trade show this year is the amazing outdoor exhibit display, and one of those displays is with Wendy's. I have Liliana Esposito here with me, and tell us, why is Wendy's so excited to be part of the Cattle Industry Convention this year?
Well, thanks, Candace. And Wendy's, we're thrilled to be at the NCBA annual convention this year. And what you may know or may not know is that for more than 45 years, Wendy's has really been about one thing, which is great quality hamburgers. And so we're thrilled to be here. First of all, just to say thank you to America's farmers and ranchers and the entire beef industry for everything that you do to help us bring our product to customers.
And so I know that Wendy's is introducing a Dave's single. What is unique about that?
Well, it's really a bit of a back to basics. So we started Wendy's, Dave Thomas started Wendy's in 1969, and of course the signature item on our menu was the single and then the double and the triple hamburger. And in just about a week, we're giving NCBA a sneak peek today, but in just about a week we'll be launching a new marketing and advertising campaign, really recommitting ourselves to the quality of our beef, and we think that the NCBA and the beef industry is such an important part of that. So we'll be sampling those cheeseburgers at our taste truck along with a Frosty, of course, and we'll be participating in some of the sessions throughout the week. So we're really excited to be here.
So with that, we have a lot of farmers and ranchers here. Tell us what you enjoy the most about working with your supplying ranchers for Wendy's beef.
Well, we have a very unique supply chain, and we're very proud of it. From day one, when Dave Thomas started Wendy's, one of the unique features of our business is that we serve only 100% fresh, never frozen North American beef. And so that requires a very strong commitment to our supply chain and to our partners throughout the beef industry. And so we're really grateful to all of the farmers and ranchers for everything they do every day to take care of our customers by providing them with a great quality beef, and also, of course, to take care of the animals that we rely on to provide that beef. So it's really a unique part of our brand. It's something that we're going to be celebrating with the media and with our customers, and we hope to try to tell that quality beef story even more loudly in the future.
So now all this talk about burgers is making me hungry, and I know that other people out there are going to want to know, where should they go to get their burger this week?
Well, you can come and get a Dave single right outside the trade show floor, out 39. We're on the south side of the convention center in the outdoor pavilion.
Well, thank you so much for visiting with us, Liliana. And I know that NCBA is very, very happy to have Wendy's and their presence here. So thank you for everything you do to support the association and all of our ranchers that are here this week.
Well, the feeling is very mutual. We're thrilled to be here, and we just offer a great thank you to the American farming community and everything they do for us and for our customers.
Excellent. Kevin, we'll head back to you. I'm Candace Weeda reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
Well, thank you, Candace. It certainly has been a wonderful week of weather, and San Diego is an absolutely beautiful city. Cattlemen to Cattlemen reporter Brian Baxter tells us one unique way to check out the area is with a harbor cruise.
From the moment you land at the airport in San Diego, you can't miss seeing all the boats on San Diego Bay. And a great way to spend a little free time is to get out on the water on a harbor cruise.
San Diego Bay is a really diverse bay. There's a lot of wildlife, and there's a lot of military, there's a lot of historical landmarks, so you'll see everything from Navy ships to whales and dolphins and sea lions and just everything in between. There's a lot to see.
Hornblower offers sunset and dinner cruises, whale watching, and several times each day there are narrated tours of the San Diego harbor, providing outstanding views of the city as well as sea life.
We have a lot of resident California sea lions in the bay, and they like to get up on the buoys and the boats and the docks, so we always see sea lions, and that's great fun. During January, we will be doing our whale watching season for the California gray whales. And even though we expect to see gray whales, there are blue whales, fin whales, humpback whales, minke whales, even orcas out there sometimes. So whale watching is always fun, and of course harbor tours are every day of the year as well.
The cruises are also a great way to appreciate the U.S. Navy presence in San Diego.
Currently there are a number of aircraft carriers, submarines, and surface ships based here, and we get to know them all, and we get to see them all on our cruises. Historically, this bay was very important to the Navy because after they established Lindbergh Field and after they established North Island Naval Air Station, they started to have aircraft carriers based here, and this is really the birthplace of naval aviation, particularly where the aircraft carriers are.
Hornblower Cruises is located on the San Diego waterfront next to the Midway Museum, and Captain Gobin says he's hoping to see some cowboy boots and hats on board when the Cattle Industry Convention comes to town.
We'd love to see all 6,000 of you come on our boats and ride a whale watch or a dinner cruise or a brunch and just experience San Diego Bay from the water. It's a beautiful city, and you can really only appreciate it best if you see it from a different perspective out on the bay.
I'm Brian Baxter reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
It's time to head back to the trade show floor. Our roving reporter Russell Nemitz has traveled from one end of the show to the other to bring us all the best stories. Russell, what do you have for us this time?
Well, thank you so much, Kevin. And you know what one of my favorite songs is? The Star-Spangled Banner, our national anthem. And we're lucky enough to have the NCBA's 2016 National Anthem Contest winner with us, Liza Smith from Stantonville, Tennessee. Now, for folks back home, give us a little geography lesson about where hometown is.
Stantonville is about an hour and a half from Memphis, Tennessee.
All right. Now, a few years ago, the NCBA did decide to launch a national anthem contest. You were selected as this year's winner. What piqued your interest to come to San Diego and have the chance to sing our national anthem?
I was really excited. I couldn't wait. California has been one of the states I've been wanting to go to for a very long time, and I was really excited when I found out.
For folks at home that weren't here in San Diego during the general session 1, where this young lady sang our Star-Spangled Banner, she flat blew the roof off, ladies and gentlemen. Is this a contest that you would recommend to other young people who have an interest in music?
Yes, it was a very awesome opportunity, and I recommend that anybody who wants to try out for this, they should go for it because it was very awesome.
Now, I understand you're just 14 years old, so you've got a whole lot of life ahead of you. What are some of your interests? Obviously, music. Are you hoping to have a career in music down the road?
I am. I want to do anything that involves music, want to play instruments, all of that. So I'm looking forward to college, doing music and all of that.
And how fun was it to have the support of Norbrook to allow the contest and to support it each year here at the annual convention NCBA trade show?
I was very, very thankful for Norbrook and Stetson and Roper, everybody who helped me win this competition. I just thank everyone.
Well, young lady, you have an extremely bright future ahead of you. Thank you for joining us on Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
Well, thank you, and thank you to everyone who voted. Thank you so much.
All right, Kevin, I'm telling you what, she is going to need an agent sooner rather than later. That's what we're talking about. Again, congratulations and a job well done to Liza Smith, the 2016 NCBA National Anthem winner. Of course, if folks at home want to learn more about this fun contest, it's pretty easy. Just visit beefusa.org. With that, we'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Thanks, Russell. Coming up on this edition of Convention Today, we'll introduce you to this year's national winner of the Environmental Stewardship Award. Plus, we'll highlight all the convention events you don't want to miss. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hello, Philip Ellis here to invite you to a great event, the NCBA Pack Party on the Pacific and Live Auction. It's happening right here in San Diego on Friday, January 29th, starting at 5 p.m. This event is always a great way to connect with friends and enjoy some outstanding music, food, and fun. Plus, you can participate in the live auction with the proceeds going directly to benefit our efforts in Washington, D.C. So join me at the Pack Party on the Pacific. See you there.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. That's New Holland Smart. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Mosey on down to Music City and the 2017 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show. It's the cattle industry's biggest convention, and there will be a special event held at the Country Music Hall of Fame. Plus, Cowboys Night at the Grand Ole Opry. It's the 2017 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show in Nashville, February 1st through the 3rd. Visit beefusa.org for more.
Welcome back to Convention Today. We've taken you inside the NCBA Trade Show for a closer look at all the exhibitors. Now, let's check in again with Candace Weida to see what she has for us this time.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm Candace Weida reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen, and we are down here on the NCBA Trade Show. I have Leon Yantis with Ritchie here with me. Leon, tell us about some of these great waterers that Ritchie offers for farmers and ranchers.
Well, we offer waters for the small guy as well as the big guy. Our largest water will water up to 500 head a day, and the smallest one down to 10 head a day. So no matter what the size of your operation, we have a water for you. We probably are best known in the cold climates because our waters keep the water from freezing. But in the warmer climates, we can actually keep water cooler and fresher during the summertime. So it makes it so that your cattle drink more, which makes them healthier and helps them to gain more.
Now, I know that Ritchie is part of the NCBA Allied Industry Council. Tell us what the value of that is and why you believe in that program.
Okay, we stepped up to the council last year. This is our second year, and it just gives us an opportunity to be more involved with the cattlemen as well as NCBA. And by stepping up, then we're just letting others know that we think that they're worth the extra effort and the extra money.
And speaking of that, what these waterers are worth, I know that you have a very, very strong stance behind your product and how and where those waterers are made. Tell us a little bit about the production of Ritchie waterers.
Okay, they're all made in Conrad, Iowa. 100% of our manufacturing is done in Conrad. We don't import anything. We export to China, but we don't bring anything in from China, so we kind of like that. It's a one-stop factory. We make it from start to finish, from the resin that goes into our plastic. We bend the steel and weld it for the units that have metal in them, so everything's done right there in Conrad.
I know that there are going to be a lot of cattlemen and women that are very excited to learn more about Ritchie Waterers. Where should those folks go to learn more about your products, Leon?
We have distributors all over the United States and Canada, but the easiest way to find us is go to our website and find that distributor or dealer that's closest to you.
Very good. Well, thanks so much for joining us and for having such a great presence and being a partner with NCBA.
Thank you.
And I'm Candace Weida from the NCBA Trade Show reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
Well, thank you, Candace, for that report. Each year, the National Cattlemen's Foundation and National Cattlemen's Beef Association honors a cattle ranch or farm for their outstanding environmental stewardship. Brian Baxter has a closer look at this year's winner.
The Maggie Creek Ranch is the national winner of the Environmental Stewardship Award. The ranch has been owned by the Searle family for more than 40 years, and they run their cattle in the sagebrush country of northeast Nevada.
Such a personal thing for us, with my grandfather being gone, he really lives on through environmental stewardship and that heritage that he passed to us.
John Griggs leads a team of employees who live and work at Maggie Creek Ranch, where about 2/3 of the land is owned and 1/3 is permitted grazing on public lands.
I think we've got, without a question, the best crew. Every rancher will tell you that, but we really do. They ride for the brand, and they work very, very hard to make this what it is.
We grow forage for our cattle and for the wildlife that we share the range with, 2 or 3 months out of the year. And then we have to bank that grass for the rest of the year. So it's a challenge to graze here. We have to we have to move early and often in the spring.
John has spent years working with a variety of partners to improve habitat for wildlife, including threatened and endangered species. One result is irrigation diversions and a fish passage to protect the Lahontan cutthroat trout.
You can have all these values on the landscape. You can have fisheries habitat and wildlife habitat. You can have really a healthy ecosystem, and you can have a real sustainable ranching industry too.
Beyond stewardship, the ranch and the Searle family also connect with consumers to share their ranching story.
Social media has been really integral to trying to put ourselves out there and say, you know, we're cattle raisers and we live in this rural place, but to be able to communicate that maybe to someone who would otherwise have no idea where their food comes from.
Whether it's managing forage, fostering partnerships, or telling their story, the Maggie Creek Ranch team works every day to ensure this land is preserved now and in the future.
When you're talking about cattle, you're talking about a love of land. And when you're talking about my family, you're talking about a love of land. It's a total, complete circle.
This year, the Environmental Stewardship Award Program celebrated 25 years of recognizing leaders in land management. I'm Brian Baxter reporting.
Let's head across the trade show floor one more time.
We're down here on the NCBA trade show floor, and I have the pleasure of visiting with Randy from Quality Liquid Feeds. Randy, it's good to have you on the show.
Hi, Candace. How are you?
Doing good. So you're going to tell us a little bit about the background of Quality Liquid Feeds.
Yeah, Quality Liquid Feeds is a very unique company. It was founded by Kenny Berg in 1977. It's one of the few family-held corporations we have today in agriculture. We manufacture liquid supplements from molasses-based products, and it's really a good product, good company.
So let's talk a little bit about the solutions that you offer to cattlemen and women. What are some of your most popular items for the farm and ranch?
Well, we reach almost every segment of the cattle industry. We start out the cow-calf industry. We have products going into forage-based diets. We have products going into lick tanks that's out in the pastures. We operate we go into stocker operations as well as into feed yard operations where it's mixed into the total mixed ration.
So it sounds like there's a lot of information for people to learn and come and visit with your company. So for people out there that want to know more and want to get in touch with somebody, where should they go?
They should go to our website. We've got a lot of information available at our website. They can even find who their local sales manager would be. We just have information that will really help the cattlemen of the United States today.
Very good, Randy. Well, it's great to visit with you, and thank you so much for supporting the NCBA trade show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming by.
And Kevin, we'll head back to you from the NCBA trade show floor.
Well, thanks, Russell. Coming up on this edition of Convention Today, we'll run down all the convention events you don't want to miss. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is yours, and so is what grows there. Not theirs or theirs, yours. You need this to fight this and this to grow more this. Because the more of this you feed them, the less this you spend on that, which leaves more of this here. Don't let them take this from you. Chaparral takes care of weeds and brush, and that's that.
Every truck can tow a boat. Every truck can climb a hill. Every truck can haul a trailer. But not everyone can say they're the fastest growing truck brand in America. Guts, glory, Ram.
What does it mean to be an American cattleman? It means you have what it takes where it counts, on the inside. At Ritchie, we understand that. It's what's on the inside that defines us. We share the same values: ingenuity, commitment, sense of pride. These are the values that built this country. They're the values that built this company. Ritchie, proud to be a partner to the American cattlemen since 1921.
Mosey on down to Music City and the 2017 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show. It's the cattle industry's biggest convention, and there will be a special event held at the Country Music Hall of Fame. And you can't afford to miss the huge NCBA Trade Show.
This trade show is one of the best trade shows that is out there. And there's no other place that, for those of us as beef producers, can go to have this much information in one place.
There's no better place for cattlemen and women to learn, have fun, and connect with fellow producers from across the country.
Been able to come and relate with other producers and people within the industry to better help me prepare my farm for the future.
Plus, you can't miss another edition of the Cowboys Night at the Grand Ole Opry. So plan now to mosey on down to Music City for the 2017 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show, February 1st through the 3rd. Visit beefusa.org for more.
Welcome back to Convention Today. You know, I'm always amazed at the wide range of things to see and do at the annual Cattle Industry Convention. One event in particular allowed participants to take off their cowboy boots and lace up some running shoes. Let's check in with Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Candace Weta for a closer look at the BeFit 5K Run Walk.
This morning, the BeFit 5K started in the dark and ended with some amazing San Diego sunshine. I'm here with one of the runners. Stacy, tell us why this is such a great event and why you came out to run this 5K this morning.
Well, when I just started running again, and it was really important to me that I'm, as part of Team Beef from South Dakota, that I'm able to take advantage of this incredible opportunity to run outside in San Diego and promote beef, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just amazed. We had such a great turnout for the first time that we've had a run here at the Cattle Industry Convention. You mentioned Team Beef. Now, tell folks a little bit more what that's about and how we promote beef as we run these great fun events.
Yeah, what we do in South Dakota is you can apply, anybody can apply, and you go through a small educational process, and then they just ask you to run in a couple of runs throughout the state. It's really easy process, and yet we have a lot of people who aren't producers but believe in the power of what beef can do for you, and that's why they participate, to help promote the product that we raise, because it helps their body be in shape and be ready to run the next race.
Very good. Well, Stacy, it was a pleasure to run this with you, and I know we had a lot of other people that had a great time as well. So from San Diego, I'm reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
A lot of great events this week have come and gone, but there's still plenty more going on. Let's take a look at the Convention Today calendar.
Start the day off in Exhibit Hall A at 7 a.m. for the Best of Beef Breakfast, sponsored by Rabo AgriFinance and Mariel. This award ceremony offers a chance to honor the cattlemen and women and cattle industry partners who go above and beyond to make the beef industry a success. The trade show floor will be open today from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out live cattle handling demonstrations, new products, and cutting-edge educational sessions right on the trade show floor. There's also a ride and drive area just steps away from the exhibit hall that lets you hop in the driver's seat and take the latest and greatest equipment for a spin. At 9:30 a.m., head to Ballroom 20 for General Session 2, sponsored by Bear Animal Health. It features Rob O'Neill, a battle-tested veteran and former Navy SEAL team leader, who will share his story and inspiring message built on more than 400 combat missions. If you need to stay connected during your stay in San Diego, the NCBA Technology Center, sponsored by Micro Technologies, has you covered. Not only will you have access to computers, printers, and charging stations in Lobby F, but NCBA staff will be on hand to provide help and answer any questions you may have. The Tech Center is open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's plenty of fun to be had on the trade show floor from 3 to 5 p.m. The Toes in the Sand and a Beer in Hand beef and beer reception features great food and ice-cold local brews. Grab a beer, visit with friends, and take a last look at the 2016 NCBA Trade Show. Then from 5 to 7 p.m., it's time for the big NCBA Pack Party on the Pacific. Stop by Exhibit Hall A for food, music, and a live auction to support NCBA's Political Action Committee. Don't miss the Pack Party on the Pacific. Ballroom 20 is the place to be on Friday night for the 2016 Cowboy Concert Series. Convention attendees will be entertained by four-time CMA Female Vocalist of the Year, Martina McBride. This can't-miss event is sponsored by Bear Animal Health, and it kicks off at 8 p.m. After the Cowboy Concert, you can dance the night away at the Red, White, and Brew After Party. This event is also sponsored by Bear Animal Health and runs from 10 p.m. until 1 a.m. in the Ballroom 20 foyers. It's a great way to celebrate a successful 2016 Cattle Industry Convention.
Well, that does it for Convention Today at the 2016 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show here in San Diego, California. We sure hope you've had a great week. We'll see you at next year's convention in Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks for joining us.